Okay, so I'm having a bit of a desyncing issue with the EC1500 with the new ESCs I've put in. So I have a temporary test here with a Y harness that allows me to plug in this capacitor, which is 1,000 microfarads, I believe, 25 volts. Is that there? Yeah. And so I'll show you what happens here with without it, and then with it to show the difference. Okay, so here's without the capacitor. I'll give it some throttle and you'll see what happens. So you can see the motor cuts out, tries to start again. I'll just do it again, so a bit of throttle and go up. There you go, so it hesitates and stops and tries to start again. So now I'll add the capacitor. Okay, so I've plugged in the capacitor now, and let's see what happens. Me cutting it back, so it's working perfectly. Just holding the plane with my feet here, so it's a bit tricky. We'll give it another burst here. As you can see, it's perfect. The only issue I'm having now is I still have some desyncing when I hook up both motors, but we're making progress here in the right direction. And ignore that, that's just a bit throttle input there. There you go. So there you go, capacitor. Making a big difference here. Okay, so now we have a capacitor on each ESC here, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so ready to give it full throttle here. Full reverse. So as you can see, that was perfect. And now I'll take the capacitors out and you'll see the difference. Bit scary here. No. That's out. And that's out. And now let's see what happens. You're quite terrible. So one more time, I'll just give it, slowly increase the throttle to full. That was a little bit of forward and backwards, but it was obviously terrible. So here we go, full, slowly up to full. And it's already stopped and starting to hesitate. So there you go. So 225 volt 1,000 microfarad caps did the job. Sorry, that one just sparked because I touched it together. Even though it's not hooked up, it probably still has something stored inside, being a capacitor. There you go. Hopefully that was useful.